welcome back to a new episode of TBH. I'm your host, Jay Specialist, here with the co-host, Peter. We are the Beerheads Craft Beer Apparel line. Let's get into today's episode. So on today's episode, Peter brought a beer for us to share, and this is a whale of a beer from the Firestone Brewing Company out of Paso Robles, California. This is their 12th anniversary ale. As a current to this year, coming out in November, they'll be releasing their 18th year, so this is already a good 6 years old. Basically, I'm going to read it off your phone. Show you the description because this is pretty hard to remember it. But they're doing Parabola, 44% of the blend. Opal, which is 28% of the blend, which is wheat wine aged in rye barrels. Rufus, which is 18% of the blend, which is an amber ale aged in rye and bourbon barrels. And then Sourceful of All Secrets is 9% of the blend, which is basically a Belgian strong ale aged in brandy barrels, and then 1% of the blend is their Union Jack IPA. So let's get into this. So the Aroma is on the anniversary of 12 from Firestone Walker. What are you picking up?
Definitely like just a huge dark fruit note. Real deep and rich, like a red, that black or red plum with a, nice little hint of bourbon sweetness with the caramel and toffee notes, a little, biscuity cracker, and it smells, it smells very pleasant, and then the aromas are all just like right there. Yeah. You smell it right when you open the beer. So.
Yeah, I can get like almost a dark chocolate, kind of like a roasty character, a toastiness, that biscuity. Mm-hmm. Definitely a nice amount of that bourbony, the spirity barrel popping up in this one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, dark fruit definitely shines really, really well in this beer.
It does. It smells so like mellow and.
Oh. Definitely get a lot of oak tannic in this one.
Yeah.
Picking up that oaky tannic up front. I'm picking it up front. Definitely kind of has like a coffee ground roasted dark chocolate. Still, I wouldn't say hoppy, but almost like a bitterness that's pronounced in the front.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dry oaky quality to it.
It is. It's definitely from the barrel, and you get a nice little toasted coconut, like a nibble of dark chocolate, and then just the tannins like from the oak barrels and the effect they've had for sitting so long on the beer are very pronounced. The mouthfeel of it is nice, and it's it is a nice rich mouthfeel without being too overbearing, of course.
Yeah.
And it feels well balanced, and it's just got this huge flavors of the barrel have imparted, and the base beer, of course, has melded together in all these different formats, so it's delicious.
Yeah, definitely kind of like a vinous body from aging so long. Sweetness, that caramel. Just a richness. Definitely just a fantastic beer. Definitely. Final verdict on Firestone Walker's 12th anniversary beer. This was released in 2008. This is already going to be 6 years old. For something aging, I always hear a lot of the rumors about Firestone Walker not holding up their beers, and a couple of them I have noticed that, and you would expect oxidation from this, and you would think you're going to pick up a lot of that, kind of almost sherry, cardboard, just that flatness, like the beer wasn't going to hold up. But this really, really held up. What do you think?
It has held up. It holds its own, and it proves again that Firestone Walker, you can age these beers, and just remember when you are aging the beers to sour them at the proper suggested temperatures to keep them out of sunlight. Don't let your little kids come and play with them or anything like that. Don't let your fellow beer geeks come and open the boxes.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's held up really nice. Like I said, age it properly, and I've noticed that with not having a quote unquote cellar to age your beer right, keeping it in a dark, cool place, something that temperature doesn't fluctuate too much. And I set to go, but yeah, definitely for something that's 6 years old, you're picking up a ton of Rich notes still.
They are, and the notes that the barrels. I read somewhere that they use. What did they use? I know the Heaven's Hill.
Heaven's Hill, Rip Van Winkle.
Rip Van Winkle. I think this is a 20-year-old barrel. That they use on this. You know, so
I think it's Rip Van Winkle's and Heaven Hills, and a couple other ones. It states on their website, which I can pull it back up.
If you'd like, because I remember that on this particular one, the Rip Van Winkle ones were 20-year-old barrels. So that's kind of why I think at this point in time we're getting those huge tannin notes that are very pronounced and with almost a leathery, tobacco-y kind of flavors as well, which are there. We didn't really talk about those, but that's kind of the flavor you get from the barrel as well.
Yeah. So basically, the barrels. They say it on their website. It says the individual lots were aged in oak barrels, most which had hand selected from premium Kentucky spirits produced by Tom Griffin. So they're stating Rip Van Winkle bourbon, Old Fitzgerald bourbon, Old Fitzgerald wheat whiskey, Heaven Hill bourbon, Heaven Hill brandy, Heaven Hill rye. These specific barrels that they use to age these beers in. So
you're seeing the barrels.
Definitely showcasing the barrels, and they actually done right what they did, you guys. But other than that, thanks for the beer.
Oh yeah.
Drinking a whale without a doubt. But like we always say, look, don't drink, we're gonna enjoy our beers. You guys should do the same.